So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there.
Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
That has not gone well. Ødegaard. Martinelli. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Fernandes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Caicedo. Ødegaard. Now it's Rice. Timber in acres of space out wide. Lovely feet. Rice. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. No way through. Now it's Saka. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Palmer. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Back to the keeper it goes. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Martinelli. It's a good foot in there. And it's Palmer. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's shifting through the gears here. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Saka. And here's Jesus. Now that looks a decent ball. Colwill. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Colwill. Fernandes, who's set up one goal so far. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rice. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Rice. Aims beyond. Decent chance! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Saka. Now it's Martinelli. Rice calmly anticipates. Zubimendi. Now it's Saka. Ødegaard. Chalobah gets over and intercepts. James tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now, can they get him away? Corner is their second corner of the game. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's on it, can he get away? It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Chelsea have themselves a chance from the spot. Kepa clearly engaging in mind games here. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
That's good play. Played in. Ødegaard, Rice,
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. This is a promising build-up. Now who's going to be first to this? Great vision. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Chelsea sitting pretty here, 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Out towards the flank. Forced to go back. He's having a shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And it's Ødegaard. Calafiori looking to play him in. He's found space here. Ødegaard. Caicedo. He is starved of space and time. Not got that quite right. And that's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Palmer. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Priceless from Palmer! A finish right from the top draw. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Ball swung in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ødegaard. Now it's Saka. Rice. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Just about up to the hour now. Rice, looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is good alertness. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Rice. No, again there's no way through. Pass somewhat off target. Zubimendi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a cute ball. Cucurella spots it and intercepts. Fernandez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nice looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice. Can he get on the end of it? And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
James receives it in a wide position. Zubimendi. Saka. And here's Neto. Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Palmer. Calafiori cuts it out. Saliba. Rice. Chelsea are coasting towards victory. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Arsenal are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
Now it's Schwab, and he shoots! And how did he not make it four?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now he's got space here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that was very necessary.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's João Pedro.
Has been indicated.
And that has been cleared. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Two minutes to be added on. James. And we're done. Chelsea looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Palmer. Voted man of the match and deservedly so. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
We are just getting started. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a searching pass. Kudus wants to run onto this. Zubimendi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Saka. Stood up well to him there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Kudus in acres of space out wide. That's gone for a throw-in. Maddison. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
It's a good foot in there. Oh, they can break here. Rice. Played out towards the right wing. Timber picks it up out wide. He's got away. Showing good feet. Saka. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi venturing down the left. Pedro Porro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Maddison. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Solanke.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Timber. Now Ødegaard. Saka. He's in a great position here. Gabriel Jesus finds himself offside. Short changes him with that pass. Xavi Simons providing an outlet on that flank. Ødegaard. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's João Palhinha. Xavi Simons looking to receive it in space. That has been cut short. And here's Xavi Simons. Simons. And here's Maddison. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Rice. Danso makes the interception. It's a promising position. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Well, gets us going once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Saka. Kudus wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Goes for a shot! Brilliant by Maddison! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And we have liftoff. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Zubimendi. This looks promising. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Gyökeres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Kudus! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Floated through. He's having a shot! And he scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Martinelli. That's an imaginative pass. Danso gets across to intercept that. Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Ødegaard. And here's Saka. Pedro Porro. Kudus. João Palhinha. Zubimendi cuts out the pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's looking wide. Spence. Simons. Xavi Simons is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Kudus.
Tottenham clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's João Palhinha. Timber. Ødegaard. Gyökeres. Calafiori. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's really well cleared. Maddison looking to add to his goal. Great ball if he can get there. And it's Kudus. Great chance! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball. Drama over the penalty spot. It's in! And he does it with ice in his veins.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Tottenham now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
Great vision.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Gabriel with the foul, and he has shown him a yellow card. And he's gone backward here. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pedro Porro. And here's Kudus. And that is out of play. Pedro Porro. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Porro.
Such good technique.
Pedro Porro puts the ball in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And time is up. Tottenham pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Maddison voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man? Shot at goal! Goal! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Yamal. Hill. Unal. And it's Scott. Casado. Balde. Rashford. And this is Lewandowski. Hill cuts it out. And it's Pedri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, right place, right time. Well, that has not gone well. Bournemouth leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's made its way to him, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Truffert can clear it away. And they can counter here. And he was quick to react. De Jong. And Balde. Nicely weighted ball. Rashford. Ball's gone out of play. Spread it left. And a shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pedri, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Lovely bit of skill. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Rashford. Cook. It's a really well-measured ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Yamal. Koundé. Can he latch on to this? And he's picked it up out wide. Truffert did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Cook. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. Yamal. Now it's Rashford. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Yamal. And back to the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? And it's Adams. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Casado. Now it's Lewandowski, looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And this is Lewandowski. Gets a good foot in there. Adams. And it's Cook. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rashford. De Jong. Well read, and the danger is averted. Not the most accurate pass.
1 minute added time.
And it's Balde. Now this could be a chance. Brilliantly cut out. Over to the right flank. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Pedri, Rashford. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Scott couldn't squeeze it through. Hill cuts out the pass. Unal receives it in a good position here. And this is Lewandowski. Just eases him off the ball. Adams. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. Rashford. Truffert. And here's Unal. Out towards the flank. Has a look and plays it forward. Cook. Played out towards the right wing. De Jong. And that's been won straight back. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This match was 29,830.
Scott. Pedri. And that could set him on his way. It's played through for him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Scott. To Cook. And it's Adams. Tries to play it through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Casado. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. And Araujo. And it's Pedri. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, that's well spotted. Look at the space here. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Casado. And the return pass. Now it's Yamal. And it's Balde for Rashford. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread to the right.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's a promise. Header! Wow, that's a fine save. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bournemouth with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. That is a brilliant interception. Scott. Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And again they hit the front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Now it's De Jong. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Into the last 5 minutes. Unal. Great vision.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? Thinks about the shot.
Bournemouth can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 1 minute at
Whatever
a
he
time.
had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Lewandowski. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive
And now,
moment.
to all members of the crowd, I'd like
The
to
end of
ask
the
you to
game.
join me in
Reflections.
wishing our birthday
Well, Peter,
boy a
this was
very
probably
special
more
birthday.
slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Cross flung, oh, good effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Palmer. Balde spots it and intercepts. Casado. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Koundé. That's the throw. Casado. There's a sharp little ball here. Palmer. Balde with the clearance. De Jong. Oh, this looks sharp. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now, he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Balde. It's Pedri. Now it's Rashford. Chalobah. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. Caicedo does well to get it back. Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Ball swung in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of sticks.
Tries a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, sweet feet. James proves just a little bit too strong. Now, this could be a chance. They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Pedri. De Jong. This is a promising build-up. Threads one in, and it's been played through. Colwell deals with that comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fernandes. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And he's quick to snatch it back. Palmer. Now James.
Chelsea have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Pedro Neto, where it came from. Pedri. Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. Casado. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's De Jong. Rashford. Now it's Yamal. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Chelsea clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Chelsea have their second corner now. Pedro Neto! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he's all alone. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. De Jong. And it's Pedri. Nice sequence of passes, this. Lewandowski shapes to shoot! And that should get the job done. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Pedro Neto. That's good play. And he's had it nicked away. Pedro Neto has got himself a free kick. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. So what can they come up with here? Oh, that's neat. Wriggles his way through. Pedro Neto. It's a goal kick. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's João Pedro. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, somewhat off target. Balde. This is De Jong. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's well spotted. That has not gone well. It's a throw-in. James. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Rashford. It's gone out for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Pedri. And it's Balde. Just about up to 75 minutes. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Lewandowski, looking to play him in. Yamal. Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now there's a fine ball. Now it's João Pedro. Strokes it back.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ah, such a clever touch. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And here's Neto. Oh, what a ball! Casado. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Passing nice and neat. And here's Pedri. And here's Yamal. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
De Jong. Rashford. This looks promising. Cucurella. Pedro Neto, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's made its way to him. Brilliantly cut out. Pau Kubasi. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good...
gone.